Time now for everyone's favorite segment of the week. It is time.
It's time for a good old-fashioned Q&A, MMA fans.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived to hear from the man himself,
Yes.
Ariel Helwani. Live from the Vox Studios in beautiful New York City, it's On the Nose.
Frank, you sent me the
And
questions,
now,
right?
To answer your
I
questions,
certainly did.
get out of
How
your
were they
seats
this week?
and
Last
on
week you
your
said
feet
a little bit
because here he
underwhelming.
is,
Back
didn't
on
say
track.
Ariel Helwani.
Felt like you were a little underwhelmed. Yeah. By the way, GC, did you watch Arsenal Luton Town yesterday?
No, I didn't.
I feel like
Good
you're
game?
kind of out of the soccer game. I mean, you're
What?
wearing a well,
What is this?
So it's Tuesday.
I'm the one texting every time. Oh, what a comeback in Champions League by Man City. I'm the one at the sports bar, at the soccer bar.
Arsenal Luton
in the
Town was
trenches.
nuts. Luton Town up 3-2.
Yesterday, man.
Arsenal ties, and then they score in the 97th minute. Declan Rice.
Wow.
It's incredible. Hey, I want to give a big congratulations to our guy, Ariel Helwani, who is hosting for Prime Video Sport in the UK, his first Premier League match. I think it's Bournemouth against Crystal Palace, but he's incredible. Very, very happy for him. We don't get that coverage over here, but I'm sure he's killing it over there for that match and for their upcoming matches in December. Where is this? I'm looking. What is this message here from John? From Joe? This can't be serious. Is it serious?
No,
Okay.
but it is serious that he won't be able to join.
Okay. If I say it, Eric's going to get so mad. Oh, wow. Okay. Eric is not going to join us because he lost his power.
Yeah. Getting crazy in Amityville.
Oof. Cole. Good day, Ariel and crew. Could you dive deeper into the emails released in recent weeks from the antitrust lawsuit? Seeing the conversation between the UFC on lowballing Diaz was interesting but surreal. First of all, it shouldn't be surreal because I've been telling you guys about this for like 10 years now. We see their intentions unfold in real time with fight bookings and media days and press releases, but there's something about actually seeing these emails that's bizarre but not surprising at the same time. Much love. So we got to give a big shout out to John Nash, who works for Bloody Elbow, who's done a great job, along with others. Eric McGregor comes to mind too. And there are several others as well who have done a great job of covering this particular story, which is the ongoing class action. No! Why did you have to do this? Oh, damn you, Tony Khan. They really scored, or is this is a ruse, right? Oh my
What
God.
ruse? No.
Whose
1-0.
idea is this? Who scored? Who is it? What a freaking buzzkill. I'm going home. That's it. Whose idea was that with that face? Let's see the face again. Can we see it one more time? Oh my God, I didn't even put in my thing. By the way, you did the Tony, he always gets one up on me. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
What happened? I couldn't even sign in. We were just talking about this.
So no worries. I got signed in.
And what happened?
I actually was looking away, and then I turned, and it looked like it may have been an offsides.
VAR check?
No, didn't even check the VAR. They just went straight to it.
No, we say VAR.
Whoa. Man, we faded it off early. We went through all that, and we didn't even get the payoff.
By the way, who put the one there? Was it Frank?
Yeah, that was Frank.
It
Did
happened
earlier.
automatically.
You were quick on the draw.
It has a feed straight from the
nice,
game.
nice.
We were supposed
That's
to
high-tech
delay.
stuff there, Frankie.
Frank,
We can't watch it, but we could get the
you were
score
quick.
in time.
You were quick on the draw there with the one.
There's a few
Yeah,
steps
man, I'm
I have to
conducting
do.
a band back here,
Rub the
and we
tummy,
just
pat the
completely
head.
blew
Come
it.
on.
Alex Iwobi, 30th minute.
Nah. All right, it's fine. We're gonna get back on track. No problem. Anyway. A little bit sad now. You get rid of the score. We don't need to see it now. I don't want to see that. You be gone. So anyway, John Nash, he's been covering this, doing a great job. And yes, as part of the process now, they've gone into this this stage. I'm no lawyer, but discovery, and there's the release of emails and correspondence, and I guess more coming out. And there's a schedule of different important dates I'm just thinking about the picture.
That's all.
It's ridiculous. And no, really?
No, just messing with
Oh, come on. Wait, what was going on? No, really?
Oh, yeah.
They
yeah.
split again?
Yes.
No.
As Frank was doing
What?
that.
Come on. No way.
Oh, this is a nightmare.
You're kidding me. This can't be real. Ah.
Yo. Literally as Frank was doing this.
This can't be real.
Oh, this is a beautiful ball,
It's a great ball. It's a nice touch.
too. Oh,
Is it a classy strike?
there's a chance at off.
VAR.
Oh, no, never mind. I think
Come
I
on.
think it's, yeah.
Go to the box. Go to the screen. This can't be. This can't be. Get it out. Oh my God. My mood has been ruined. Is it really 2-0? I'm going to my Twitter feed here. This can't be.
No, yeah. It's real. Great ball.
Is it a great ball?
I mean, great goal. Everything. The ball movement. It was.
It's a nice touch.
Yeah, it was class.
It was class. Was it a professional strike?
Yeah, certainly now. It had to be him.
2-0 for Jimenez finds the net. I mean, God.
Goalie's down too.
Goalie's down too?
Yeah, and he's getting checked out.
Bring in Matt Turner.
Yeah.
You know what my fear is? My fear is that Cooper's getting sacked.
I was gonna say.
No, it's not the time for this. It's not the time.
every
this.
time.
Oh yeah,
Cooper
Matt
gets
Turner's
mentioned.
warming up. I think Turner's about to head out there.
All right. Is it fitting? You're wearing the shirt. USA's on.
Yeah. There's a sign.
Anyway, back to the question. Anyway, he did a bunch of emails came out. What is the meaning of life? But yes, no, I've been telling you guys for ages, especially when it comes to Nate. Part of the negotiation is, I mean, some of these emails are fascinating. It feels a little weird to be reading stuff that you feel like you shouldn't be reading. But it's Joe Silva, who was known to be a very tough negotiator. Dare I say, ruthless at times. Did the job that he had to do for the people that he was working for. And, in there, he's like, hey, if he doesn't take this, let's put him on the prelims against a tough guy. And it's just, this is business, right? And let's not pretend that if you, lift the hood on anyone's business, that it's all going to be, peaches and lollipops. And there's always going to be stuff there. And it just so happens that we've reached a point in this class action lawsuit, somewhat shockingly that we've reached this point, where we're now finally being privy. And it feels like we're entering a moment with the class action lawsuit and with the UFC now being a part of TKO and being a public company, that we're getting a lot more information about the business. So like I said yesterday, Mark Shapiro, who his exact title for TKO, what is his exact title for TKO? Let me just get this right. Is that TKO Group? I think it's COO. President Mark Shapiro. He's the COO. Yeah, he's the COO of TKO Group. He was at this conference yesterday, and I mean, the information is incredible because we've just never been privy to any of this, the UBS Media Conference. And he's talking about $200 million in sponsorship sales. He's talking about a site fee from the Saudi Arabia event for $20 million. He's talking about a $25 million site fee for Abu Dhabi. He's talking about $16 million for 3 events from the Australian government. This is what we're talking about. The UFC, they are booming right now. This is, by the way, this is not like nefarious stuff. This is just business. They are going to go to places that are going to pay them to hold events. That's where they're at right now. And he was also talking about, which was wild because on Monday I was talking to someone, how the UFC Octagon is just filled with sponsorship right now. It's just the cage is just littered with sponsorship. And it's funny because back in the day, Lorenzo Fertitta said the reason why they wanted to get rid of the fighter sponsorship look and the banners because they didn't want the fighters to look like NASCAR cars. And now the cage looks like that. The mat looks like that. And I was wondering with this person that I was talking to if the WWE ring was going to turn out that way, look that way, end up looking that way. And in this conference, he mentioned that they are highly considering that, and that in the past, Vince McMahon, his thought process was like the ring is sacred and we don't touch it. And there have been some moments, like I remember WCW back in the day, Halloween Havoc had the Slim Jim, and AEW in the past has had DraftKings. But WWE, for the most part, they will do like the Mountain Dew match and like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch thing with Rey Mysterio, but they keep the ring relatively clean. It sounds like the ring, the apron, the mat, the ropes, they're all open for business. He said that he won't rest until UFC is making $1 billion in sponsorship money. I mean, they are just killing it right now. And, you know, I talk about this until I'm blue. There's no revenue sharing is wild to me. It's so wild to me that people will bring up they bring up the NFL. They compare themselves to the NFL and they say, this is the reason why the fighters can't wear whatever they want, or, you know, NFL and NBA make this amount in sponsorship, this and that. And then when it comes, everything is comparing to the NFL, the NBA, MLB, soccer, whatever, NHL. And then when it comes to what the actual athletes should get, that's when the conversation stops. They want everything to be like those sports except for the revenue sharing, except for the collective bargaining. And I just can't believe that there aren't enough fighters who sit there and say, wait a second, that's cool. Get your TV deals, get your sponsorship deals. This is the greatest business ever for Endeavor to get into. WWE and UFC, it's the best. We can make all this money and not have to share the piece of the pie, not give out, you know, I don't know what the breakdown is in WWE. That's less clear at this point, but 18 or so percent, 20%. Let's be extremely generous and say even 25. That's still 25% less than what every other major athlete gets. So anyway, it's a fascinating time with this lawsuit and with the business being a lot more public and open. It's really interesting days. And also interesting, in 2 years, the ESPN deal comes up. The Peacock pay-per-view deal and the ESPN deal come up at around the same time. They're like a few months off. He had mentioned that they're considering packaging those together. That could be a potential thing where maybe they package the pay-per-view deal. Maybe they sell Fight Pass like WWE sold the network to Peacock, essentially, here in the States. It's a lot of big things to come, and there's a lot of money to be made. Andre, hello, Ariel, longtime listener from Iceland. 2 questions. First, is there any truth to GSP versus Nick Diaz 2 for UFC 300? I have not heard that at all, and I would be shocked if that happened. I don't know where that... Did someone say that? GSP was supposed to compete in a grappling match this weekend, or next weekend. No, this weekend, December 10th. And he pulled out from that. Remember that whole announcement? And it just kind of like fizzled off. So I would be surprised. Do we really want to see Nick fight again? Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of the Diaz brothers, but I feel like he has nothing to prove. And his fight against Lawler, he didn't look like he wanted to be there. Agreed. Second question, do we have any update on when we see Gunnar Nelson fight again? Kind regards from Andre. No, maybe when they go back to Europe in the early spring, March, maybe. But I have not heard anything about Gunnar Nelson. No, he's out there training. But more importantly here, GSP Nick Diaz, I've not heard, and I do not want to see that. No. Wish Nick Diaz had a ton of money where he never had to consider doing any of this ever again. I know GSP is well off, but there's just no interest, in my opinion, in seeing that. Daniel, hey Ariel, with UFC 298 going down in Anaheim, California, I can't help but wonder, do you think the UFC will ever bring an event to the Tachi Palace as a gesture of gratitude for standing by them in the early days of the pandemic? Happy early Hanukkah. Yes, same to you as well. Tomorrow, it's the first day of the Festival of Life. Life? No, lights. What? And life, but no, lights. It should happen. For the newer fans out there, they wanted to go to Tachi Palace in the very early days of the pandemic, and they had a deal in place. And then as the story goes, Disney put the kibosh and pulled the plug on that because it just was very early and the times were a little bit tumultuous. And everyone just didn't know what was going on. It just didn't seem like it was something that needed to happen. But anyway, Dana White did do an interview and said, we will repay them We will make it right. For their loyalty, for standing by us, we will come back and we'll put on an event here or two. I don't know, but at least one. They haven't done so yet. Maybe someone can ask them at the upcoming press conference. But I have heard nothing about an event there. It's a historic spot, by the way. Like WC used to hold events there. And there used to be a place, an event called Tachi Palace Fights. They've produced some good talent. So it's not like some random spot, but I've not heard anything about it. Erwin, hello, Ariel and the crew. Thank you for the work you put in. You guys inspire me to do the same and cover the sport also for the people in Africa. Nice. Here's my question. With two great fighters currently having the nickname God of War, that's Davis and Figueiredo, Deutsch de Guerra, and Benoit Saint-Denis, God of War, if we should decide only one gets to have it, who would it be? Thanks. Keep up the good work. I feel like it's fine because one is known as Deutsch de Guerra and the other one is known as God of War. If they were both God of War, then maybe we have an issue. But who am I to say one can have it and the other can't, right? I mean, it doesn't really bother me all that much. It's usually best when there's, one nickname, one guy with one nickname, and it's not used by anyone else because then it gets a little bit confusing. I can't imagine I know there have been a few, like the Real Deal has been used. Or what's another one that's been used by other people? Shown Up the Master? No, that was only one. But anyway, Deutsch de Guerra, God of War. Two different languages, all good with me. Offshore Burks. Offshore Burks, is this your alter ego? Is this your burner account?
Burks is misspelled.
Sure.
This is also, that's what you guys said.
Did I say that?
Ago. Yeah, a few weeks ago. Someone said that. They were like, oh, that sounds great.
What are we eating?
A little gum.
Oh.
Freshening up the old breath here.
All right.
Yeah. Nice catch on that.
For who, though? I mean, there's no one back there.
Trying to hold it. Myself,
All right.
What's up, Rick?
Hey, Rick.
Hey, guys.
What happened out in Amityville? You losing power? Storm? Waves crashing?
No storm.
Ghosts?
The old house is under construction. There's some things going on here.
My fire alarm went off yesterday. A fire truck showed up.
Didn't get a heads up on the
Did they
power
evacuate
going
the
out.
building?
Yeah, I actually had to evacuate. Yeah,
It's always fun.
Wait, you guys doing a little renovations?
Windows, siding, masonry porch, painting.
Wow.
It's a whole big thing. We're sprucing up.
New
Trying to get it done before the
facial
holidays.
uplift on the house. I mean, big things going on at the Jackman household.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get invited to a housewarming.
Whose
guys have
housewarming
had
do we get invited to first? Rick's or Frank's?
You guys have had an open invitation to the house, and the only one who's actually taken me up on it has been Frank, and Frank then no-showed it. So far, this one's on you guys, not me.
I agree.
I'm thinking it's going to be months before we get the invitation to Frank's.
But Frank's is the same spot.
Right.
Frank's is the same spot, but now it's just his spot. He owns it completely. No sharing. I don't know what he has to get ready. I mean, he's literally just moving a desk in.
It's been a week.
Just a desk.
It's been a day.
One step. Tomorrow's the next step.
It's been a day. Remember that?
I can't believe you guys are giving me crap. What I meant was I wasn't paying attention.
It's been a day. Hello, everyone. Is it just me, or has there been a significant drop in? Now I'm just worried about the siren going off.
It was very, very close. Sorry, excuse my oomph there. It was very close.
For who?
For another.
For fuck's sake, this is the worst.
The pitch is tilted right now.
Oh my god. Significant drop in eye pokes since the UFC introduced those curved gloves. What other simple measures do you think the UFC could take to improve the fights? Are the gloves that different? Is that a real thing? Or is that just hearsay? I don't know. Is there anything big? I know Connor wants more colors on the uniforms. Right? That's your big thing?
I'm not gonna lie. When you say Connor, I just assume you're talking about Conor McGregor.
No.
I'd love more. Give me a purple. Give me a pink. Just give us every color. Give us, when someone asks for like a specialty one.
If you could make one change and implement it to the UFC, what would it be?
Man, that's a broad spectrum. Uniforms or anything?
Anything. One thing. They say, all right, kid, what do you got?
Well, I would hopefully have, had a little bit more time to prepare for my meeting before I go in and they lob it up like this. I mean, we got sponsorships everywhere. I mean, we might as well let the fighters get sponsored again.
Okay. I meant like a rule or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Dana White out, Helwani in.
Wow. Ba-na-na-na. Wow,
I
like
like
for
the,
the gusto.
Dynamic logos on the octagon ground.
You like the
Jeez,
what?
Frank.
What is
Just
that?
like the hockey ones where they just swap them out on the sideboard.
Oh,
do it, yeah.
changing.
Just, yeah.
How would you do that?
With the power of production magic.
Okay.
12 to 6 elbows? Is that a thing people want back?
How about refs that do their job?
I think people want the strike to a grounded opponent more than 12 to 6, but I think it's more just like get rid of all of those restrictions on those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm cool with that. Eliezer Katz, should there be some sort of arbitrary standard where the ref is required to stop the fight to prevent what happened to Bobby Green this weekend, like a max number of unanswered shots after a knockdown? No. I mean, it's impossible. You can't do that. That's why I say referees have the toughest gig in sports. MMA referees in particular, because it's so subjective. In boxing, you get knocked down, like you know what that is. MMA, knockdown, how many strikes, is he out, is he not out? Like all that stuff is very, very tough to call. It's a tough gig. Not only is it a tough sport to ref, it's a tough sport to judge as well. It's super tough. First of all, 5 minutes is a long ass time. There's so much going on. The 10-9 system isn't an MMA scoring model. It's in some ways it's incredible that we made it this far with all of this stuff. 30-something years.
Gonna need you to.
Yeah, I was looking down the thing. It's a very. Can I just be 100? Can I be 1,000% on? It's a very uninspired collection of. I mean, first of all, I saw Irwin's name twice. It's the same question, and it's like one of the worst questions we've ever received.
The word processor screwed that one up.
What is this? The God of War question is now showing up twice. Should there be an arbitrary standard?
I
where the
thought
ref is
maybe you
required
would
to stop
change
fight?
the answer if you were asked again.
I mean, let's go to the next great one. Hey, Ariel, what's up with Chael pronouncing everyone's name wrong? I don't know. Ask fucking Chael. Like, this is the question. If this is the best we got, then we need to scrap this segment. This is the best? Is it part of his gimmick, or is he just terrible at names? Thanks for getting me through the work days. This is the best we got. Wow. I don't know. Ask Chael. I think he really thinks that's how you say their names. He thinks it's Yarir. And he thinks it's, I don't know, what's the other one that he says wrong? Piera? I don't know. Let's see what the next great one is. Chris, Mr. Helwani and Co. Two-parter, if that's okay. By the way, I'm just ornery because of the 2-0. I get upset. I'm sorry. Two-parter, if that's okay. First, when you have a translator on, are you concerned that if you say something that it can be translated wrong or the cadence can be off when it's translated? I mean, what do you want me to what do you want me to say? Yes, I'm concerned, but like what? It's either that or you don't have the translator. Or you don't have those guests on, right? And more often than not, I think we have pretty good translators on. Now, sometimes they come with their own, but like Monday, Alex Davis, legend. Why not? Second, please tell me inviting the money mark was a troll. Who's the money mark? Did he mean Tony?
Yeah.
Well, so the funny thing about the Tony thing was I said that. I thought people realized that I was joking. I thought people realized that I was, I don't know about trolling, but of course he's not coming on. What are you kidding? And then I see these, as I predicted, wrestling aggregator Twitter sites posting it verbatim. And then all these people jumping in, none of them follow me and say, look at this loser. Triple H cut him off. And now he's begging for Tony to come off his show. Is there anyone worse than this guy? I hope this guy dies. Oh my God, Tony should totally not come on his show. I'm like, wow, these people are sad. This is sad. This is a sad existence. What is wrong with you people? Of course I was joking. And why do you hate me so much? Why can't we all just get along? Why can't we be buds? Why can't we be friends? I feel like I've been good to you guys. Why? Are you upset because I called you a freakazoid? Are you upset because I called you booger eaters? I never said that. That was Colin Coward. I never said that. I just said freakazoid. But yes, I was joking. It was a joke. I would have been happy if he came on. I'm not holding a grudge against him, even though he said, what did he say when I showed up on SmackDown? He said that, I don't know. What did he say? Anyone remember? That I was a sham or something? But yeah, it was a joke. But why Money Mark? Well, what? That's not very nice. I guess because his dad has, I don't know. I would never say that. I mean, I think it's incredible what he built. I think it's amazing what he built. Very hard to build a competing brand. Extremely hard. So I only have the utmost respect. I mean, do we not see eye to eye on some things, or do we maybe get off on the wrong foot? Sure, but it's only love here, and I'd love to have him on, especially now that they cut me off. It'd be nice to have that relationship, Luis, hi Ariel. Now that PFL has acquired Bellator, there's one less option for fighters outside of the UFC. Do you know what happened with the World Fight League that was discussed on the show almost 2 years ago? Did it not get the financial backing that was needed to launch the league? No, this is a good question, Frank. This is a nice question from Luis. They kind of came, big splash, too far-fetched of an idea, pivoted, and I don't know what is going to happen. This was Darren Owen, and he had lofty goals, but it doesn't seem like it's a thing. People were very excited about it initially, but some people were blaming me for it. Like, I was just reporting what they were planning on doing, but it doesn't seem like there's anything remotely close to what they were envisioning or planning or hoping for. They're still working on something, but it's a lot different, and it's quite the departure. So yeah, I feel comfortable in saying that particular idea is dead. Who knows what, if anything, they come up with. Jordan, hey Ariel, will Arman Tsarukyan ever become a household name or even a bigger draw? I think he can be. I agree with Dan when he says who would want to watch him versus Islam. I would. I don't agree with that. I think Dan doesn't like either of them, to be honest. Do you think he has star potential? I think so. He may have the skills, but I don't think he has the charisma persona to become one. I mean, no one really thought Islam was going to be a superstar. And I think he's benefited a lot from being, Khabib's guy, so to speak. But, especially you come from Russia, you come from Armenia, you're representing these nations that maybe don't have a lot of stars coming out of there. And who was it that said it? I think it was on Monday. Someone said it on Monday, like, look at how they treat stars in other countries and look at how we get treated in America. No one cares. Who was it on Monday? Oh, Sean Brady. They really get behind their own. They really do. So I think he has the skills. I think he has the backing. A couple more of those wins, and they will get behind you. Like, did Triple G have the star power or the charisma, so to speak? No, but he was incredible. He said a few lines, and people loved him. Same with Khabib. Same with Islam now. You don't need anything too crazy to get people behind you. So if he could do that to a few of the top contenders, continue to do that, I think he is well on his way. Thank you, everyone, for the great questions this week. I thought they were really, really good and really made us think, you know what I mean? Greetings, Ariel and crew. With the Darts World Championship right around the corner, any last-minute plans for a trip to Ali Pali this year? And can we get an official prediction on who's winning the title? Will there be any sprinkles from GC on the darts this year? Love the show as always. It's a great question. GC, are you going to get in on the darts this year?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? It's going to be quite a thing when I'm at home with all my family watching darts, betting on darts.
It's a tough one to go to because it's during the holiday season, right?
Yeah, very tough.
That's the thing. When I was working for Real Sports, which just came to a close, I went to the wrap party last week, which was an incredible time. But last year, after the World Championship, I pitched them the idea of going there, and there was some talk of doing it, but, it's no longer a thing. But we're going to get into it. I know somebody like Pete, who got me into it, Pete Carroll, the great Pete Carroll. Check out The Crack. he only really watches the World Championships. That's when most starts, watchers get into it. So we'll get into it during the World Championships, Ali Pali. And as far as an official prediction, I mean, we got to go with Bully Boy. That's our guy. Right?
Luke Humphrey's currently the favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Plus 300, MVG plus 380. Gerwin Price plus 500, Michael Smith Bully Bowl plus 1,000.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Might have to get something in there before next Friday, before it kicks off.
Already next Friday. Wow.
Amazing. And it's going to go all the way to January 3rd.
Wow. Next Friday. What are you going to watch, Frank? That or Jake Paul versus Andre August?
There's only one thing to watch.
I'll be there in Orlando.
Really?
Yeah.
You're joking?
No, I'm not.
That's awesome.
How do you feel about KSI versus iShow Speed? Did you see that? They're doing a
cross promotion.
So, I mean,
or I guess counter programming.
Counter programming. Yeah. Well, it could be cross versus Speed and KSI, but yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Doing a little spar.
Yeah.
4 a.m. in the UK.
But it's to go up against the Jake fight.
Right. Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying, though. They have to do it at 4 a.m.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the when they do those fight nights in Australia or Abu Dhabi to cater to the American primetime slot. They go through that too. How about this one? Slava. Hey, Ariel and crew. A few breaking the fourth wall production miscellaneous questions. I love these. Number one, GC, during Parlay Boys, why is the randomizer no longer shown on screen? Frank's sound effect was way cooler when I could see the names randomizing.
Yeah, I mean, we're still working out some kinks with the randomizer, so
still?
Hopefully back soon.
It's been like a year.
I mean, it's a giant machine that we have to work back here.
It was done in metric.
This isn't simple.
Yeah.
It'll be back soon. 2024, the return of the randomizer.
When there's a darts competition in studio, the randomizer will be working.
Yeah. Right. You want the randomizer back? You throw some darts with a guest.
Number two, Ariel. I get why you went from 21 to 11 for on-the-nose questions. Unless I missed it, I feel like it just randomly changed one day. Not saying we're owed an official announcement, but I feel like it was done so abruptly. Fair. Do you remember at the beginning I was doing like 80 questions? Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
In the early days, it was up to 80, that number. No, just trying to keep it tighter. I felt like less is more, but clearly there's a lot being left on the cutting room floor here, so maybe I have to go back to 21. Frank, what's the sound effects setup like? Is it like a keyboard shortcut, Control plus T for Tommy Aspinall? How are you so quick about it when you don't know what Ariel is going to say? As always, thank you for the amazing weekly content, Slava.
Wouldn't you like to know?
That's it? That's all you're going to give him?
Yeah.
Wow. G, hi, Ariel. I feel like you're now sandbagging the questions. I thought that was a great question. 3 quick UK questions for you. Why do you think they aren't exploring Aspinal versus Stipe for 300? Maybe they are. See, he didn't even know I was going to read that, and he was... if McGregor comes back and beats Chandler at 170, does he go straight into a fight with the winner of Leon Colby? Very possible. Or a 155 title fight. He's not going to have to win that many. Put it that way. Finally, who wins first fight in the UFC if it's Dillon versus Paul Craig? Now, that would be 85 versus a 70-pounder. I'll go with Paul Craig. Am I crazy, GC?
No. But I feel like that's a nice matchup for him because it would be a lot of grappling.
Iman. Hey, Ariel and crew. I would love to see a behind-the-scenes video detailing how you and the guys put the show together, from confirming the guests to arriving on show day to rehearsals to the show being live and the behind-the-scenes stuff. It would be great for the fans to get an insight on how the show that's in our lives so much is put together. Please consider it. You guys want to do that?
Yeah, why not?
I think it would be cool. No? I mean, I'm not going to shoot it, but if someone wants to do it.
Of course, yeah.
How you want me to shoot myself?
Hey, nobody asked you to shoot yourself.
Here's a selfie video of me booking Alex Volkanovski. I had to beg him for 2 weeks to come on, and it all worked out.
Sounds good to me, man.
Chris, okay, so we were going to do it.
We sounds inclusive.
Wait, you want me to book the show, host the show, and shoot the behind-the-scenes video? Seems a little bit... no way. I don't buy this. If this is 5-0, I'm leaving. If this is 5-0, I am leaving. End the show. Shut it off. Please, God, no. No. Oh! Stop. No, this can't be. Is this possible? No. What? This is it. It's over. Steve Cooper's fired. This is done.
He's got
What? This can't be. You're shitting.
Job on the line, and this is what we put
This is
up.
what they put up? Oh, this has to be it.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is a disgrace.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Is this self-sabotage? Are they actually trying to lose? This is it. I was talking to someone yesterday, my good friend Rob Armstrong, formerly of TNT, and he's like, don't worry, you're not going to get relegated. Well, do you have to do that part over there? They're not going to get relegated. What?
I'm starting to get a touch worried.
Luton Town is better than them.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a touch worried they might get relegated.
Oh, this is horrendous. This is one of the darkest days.
I mean, now we're talking about them potentially, crossing like 2 ships in the night with my boys over in Wrexham.
Can someone ask Arnold Allen if we could be Ipswich Town fans?
Wow.
No, I'm kidding.
You said you're never going to switch up. Now they're down 5-0.
I'm kidding.
And you already
Davey
turn the computer around. I feel like you're searching for Ipswich jerseys right now.
What's that video of the girl who's like doing the dancing, but she's crying at the same time?
Yeah, that's you with the Stevie Cooper chant. Yeah, tough one. You're going to have to... Hopefully you're not watching Championship next year.
No. What's unfair about this, it's like a hodgepodge of players. And part of me feels like they've lost their magic from last year, Not enough guys from the team that got them to the Premier League. But look, getting rid of Brennan was a mistake. I'm sorry. That was a huge mistake. Is there any room on the Spurs? No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I can't believe this 5-0 talking God's face. It's one of the darkest days.
We had to show it 5 times.
Yeah.
I mean, Everton, your former franchise, your former club is. I mean, they're only 6 points behind, and they got 10 points lopped off.
This is horrible.
Because, oh wow.
Frank, Chris wants to know about your roles behind camera. How long does it take to get the sounds at a click of a finger? Ariel loves the sound clips that you use. Do you download before the show? Do you have all these sounds at a drop of a hat? How many backstage crews there? GC, when you make the intros, how long does it take? Do you have to run it by other members of the team before you make the cut?
I'll let Frank go first on that one.
I think I'm just going to keep that one close to the chest.
Wow, man. I mean, you're just not giving anything, dude.
Fucking hell.
I mean, even back to the conversation about the weekend, you're not saying anything.
I don't know if you know this, but we are doing a show right now. This is a show that we do. We talk about things. People tune in.
For me, it takes, depending on the intro, sometimes it takes quite a long time, a few hours. Do I get permission or approval from the rest of the team? No, usually we just load it on up. They trust my, they give me the creative freedom I need. I'll say that. When was the last time Fulham scored 5?
Oh, God. I mean, there's so many good questions here. It's unbelievable. It's like,
why don't we
go
just
back
read
in
them
May
all?
against Leicester City? Is Fulham scoring 5 on you the relegation kiss of death? Leicester City got 5 scored on them, and unfortunately they're now relegated.
Andy, cue for the gorgonzola rock and roll. I believe that's you, GC. After 2023 saw you take an L at the hands of crumbly cheese. What does redemption look like in the new year?
I mean,
this is good.
That's an amazing question.
Yes.
I
How
love
did that not make the cut?
That anytime I go to a nice restaurant now, people are like, "Did you get the gorgonzola encrusted steak?" I'm just like, "Nope, no, I did not." Was that even a question? Was there a question? What's redemption look like in 2024? I don't know. Avoiding old cheeses, knocking on wood, and not getting food poisoning. That's what I'm hoping for.
Last one, Carlos. Hi, Ariel and crew. What fight, confirmed or not, are you guys most looking forward to in 2024? Wow. That's a toughie. I mean, the return of Conor is a really big deal, obviously. Aspinal versus Jones.
I'm pretty stoked for Volk Topuria.
Volk Topuria.
Pretty excited about that one. Ben Eubank. Biggest excitement of
Cheeto Sugar.
I mean, look at the way Rick perked up on the Zoom. I mean, he's zoned out, and then he hears Ben Eubank, and it's like a dog hearing a squeaky toy.
Cheeto Sugar.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What's one
These
that's
are all great. These are all great, but they're not.
other than
They're not the big one.
Ben Eubank? What's one fight that isn't announced that is most enticing?
Hamza versus anybody.
Can't be that. Has to be a
Connor.
fight.
I mean, yeah, Connor returning, like,
Oh, you mean that
would
like
be
is
pretty
talked
incredible.
about and doesn't have a date specifically?
Not announced. Or
Well, yeah, why
reported.
can't it be like Hamza versus the winner?
Nah, I need a thing. I need
an
need
official matchup?
Yeah, I need a matchup. I can't just be like
Hamza versus Strick. Well, I
Hamzat
think
farting.
DDP is going to win. So Hamza versus DDP.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to look here. There's
How about John Jones versus Tom Aspinall? That'd be pretty sick.
That's the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah, but it's like
Right, if they booked that, that would be
feels like a lot of things have to happen.
pins and needles.
I'm probably gonna go with Bilal versus Colby.
Wow. Is that your official prediction? Colby wins next week?
No,
Well,
fuck no,
Colby
I'm
for the
kidding.
title?
Kidding, dog. Sheesh. There's a backup here, or a secondary question from Carlos. Additionally, will New York Rick wear the famous tuxedo shirt for the award show? Much love from Portugal.
You bet your sweet butt I will.
Yeah, that is January the 3rd.
Yeah, I think so. Can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to have a lot of different picks this year.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite thing and my least favorite thing. in the
Yeah,
world.
it's a whole process. Have you guys like started to dive deep?
No,
bit.
that's why it's my least favorite.
Little bit.
Because all of a sudden I have to
It's a
do
whole thing.
months of research at the very end.
God bless Kaposa. I mean, he really helps me out in that regard.
God bless him.
Yeah.
Was that this weekend that he was going off on the MMA fans?
Oh, it was great. I mean, if there's one person who can literally say whatever they want,
It was beautiful.
it's just him. No one has watched more than Kaposa. No one has seen more fights, seen more events. I mean, as we speak, he's probably watching Uzbekistan Fight Night 14.
Yeah, I mean, like, there'll be like a UFC pay-per-view up till like 3 a.m. and then I'll wake up and it's 7 a.m. Kaposa's like, what a knockout over at ACA on the early prelims. And I'm like, wow, man's a grinder.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate it very much. Hey, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe as well. You could get many more of these videos on the channel, so please do that. We would love you forever if you did so.